Hey there guys, how's it going, and welcome to another video in my gold gun series that I'm running here on my channel. Today we're taking a break away from the shotguns and we're using an LMG. This is the MK46. Now I had a lot of requests to use an LMG. I guess not a lot of you guys have been using them and would just be interested to see how good they are. And it's always nice to take a break from the shotguns. I do love the shotguns, I probably will go back to them, but just trying out a different gun. And to be honest with you, when I picked this gun up at first, I wasn't even sure if I'd have enough time to unlock gold camo for it. I think I was about rank 62 right before I even started using it, but I did have enough time to get gold, and you can get gold very quickly for this weapon because it's got a lot of attachments, and we'll go into the attachments later on in the video. Now, when you're using an LMG, you have to play to its strengths and, minimize its weaknesses, same as you do any gun really, but it's got very different strengths and weaknesses to any other gun set in the game, like the assault rifles or submachine guns. And I apologize if any of you guys know this, or I'm going over old information that I've covered in older videos, but there's always new viewers and people interested in these tips. Now, what are the weaknesses of the LMG and how do you minimize them? The weaknesses are that it's got pretty bad hip fire, not very accurate hip fire, definitely compared to the other weapons. It's slow to reload, it is slow to aim down sight, and it is slow to slow to bring up the sight. It's the same thing as aim down the sight. So those are the weaknesses. Now, the way to avoid that is you need to get yourself into positions where you're aiming down the sight as much as possible. I'd recommend aiming down the sight before you even see people. Try not to run and gun with this gun too much. Ironically, I say that as I go quite attacking with it, but what I'm trying to do here on Dome is actually defend this choke point, if you like. This is a high traffic area where you get a lot of people running through, so I'm keeping myself aimed down the sight, looking through areas where the enemy are going to be run through. I suppose it's not really camping in a way. It's just the way you need to play with this gun. I'm not waiting around corners, waiting for people to run around the corner and then shoot them in the back. That's not what you need to do with this weapon. You need to be looking down long sight lines, defending points. It's very good for playing domination, for defending flag points. It's very good for capturing flag points if you pair it with blast shield, maybe a flak jacket. Absolutely superb for that, as when lots of people are running at you, just firing loads of bullets at them. So yeah, I wouldn't play too aggressively with this weapon, but that doesn't mean camp around corners, because that's just being a scrub. You can still move around, just be sure that you're defending long sight lines. Now, in terms of perks, I quite like sleight of hand, obviously to minimise the effects of the slow reload. I like hardline just because I like to use hardline and specialist, which gets me my first perk within 1 kill or 2 assists, which is really useful. Sometimes I might swap that out for blast shield. And in terms of the third perk, I'd either go steady aim or stalker. Stalker obviously useful because you want to be aiming down sight as much as possible with this weapon, and obviously if their names pop up above their head, that's going to make it a lot easier for you. Steady aim because sometimes you are going to have those close quarters encounters that you just can't avoid, and steady aim is going to really help you out. Now, these clips here, I'm actually using rapid fire. Let's talk a little bit about the attachments and proficiencies. Basically, if there's an attachment in this game, you can get it for this gun. I can't think of any attachment that's in the game. Actually, no, the shotgun is the only attachment you can't get. You get red dot sight, holographic, rapid fire, extended mag, silencer, ACOG, thermal, and I like all of them apart from ACOG. ACOG is really odd. It's very, very jumpy, which is strange because when I'm using ACOG or red dot sight, I tend to find it doesn't really recoil too much and I can handle it. But when I put that ACOG on, man, it's just horrible. It's pretty horrendous, to be honest with you. In terms of proficiencies, I'd normally use the kick proficiency. You can use the 2 attachments proficiency, which is actually very useful while you're trying to unlock things. And like I was going to say earlier in the video, when you're actually using a gun and you want to unlock gold for it, make sure you get all the kills for all the attachments. So I think it's like 20 with one attachment, 40 with another, and that will give you bonus XP for the gun, which will help you get gold a lot quicker. But like I said, I'd use kick proficiency basically because it means you don't have to use grip. So if you say kick proficiency and a red dot sight, it's just the same as using a grip and red dot sight. So why not make the most of 2 attachments while only actually using 1? I found the silencer very good as well. This ACOG sight mixed with silencer, very useful combination. And in fact, the thermal I found really useful. Thermals are actually pretty good with LMGs. You do get them on other guns like assault rifles, but to be honest, I think LMG and sniper are the only ones you can use thermal with. And I think it's because with the LMGs you want to be aiming down sight a lot, so I was aiming down sight a lot already. So one of the main problems with the thermal is how long it takes to aim down sight, and then by the time you've aimed down sight you have to work out what's going on. But with the LMG that shouldn't be a problem when you're looking down sight as much as you should be. So I definitely recommend the thermal. In terms of beast rating, I know you guys like a good old beast rating on the guns. I'd give this gun an 8.5 beast out of 10. It is really, really good. I went into the LMGs thinking, oh, I'm going to be using some LMGs just because they're quite difficult to use and you guys would like to see a gold LMG. But in fact, this was actually a really easy gun to play well with, just as good as any assault rifle as long as you play to its strengths and try not to expose its weaknesses too much. Don't put extended conditioning, don't put extreme conditioning on this gun and run around flanking the enemy. Use it like I am here and you'll have a lot of success and a lot of fun using this using this gun even. Very good for taking down lots of enemies and defending choke points. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Be sure to comment on what gold guns you'd like to see me use as well. I've got lots of more Modern Warfare 3 videos that you might not have checked out. The links are going to be on the screen now. Just click the buttons to check them out. Be sure to drop a like and everything if you enjoyed the video. As always, really helps me out. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon.